she drove a Nova with chrome stacks and glass packs, jacked up on shackles with Mickey Thompsons and Positracks. Seemed to always wear them little old cut-off blue jean shorts and hang out at this place where I was working selling car parts. She told me that her real name's just too hard to pronounce, and so they all just call her Sunshine at the Hiphugger Lounge. The Hiphugger Lounge, the Hiphugger Lounge. She told me come and see her at the Hiphugger Lounge. She said the pool table's crooked, the beer is watered down, but the girls can really shake 'em at the Hiphugger Lounge. Now I was on this chop 754 back then, I think. Had the high back throne with a Viking woman painted on the tank. Man, I was Peter Fond on my big bad Honda. Just out easy riding, wasn't doing no deciding, when I happened to notice that I was on that side of town. So I thought, well, I ought to stop and see this Hiphugger Lounge. Hiphugger Lounge, the Hiphugger Lounge. She told me come and see her at the Hiphugger Lounge. Pool table's crooked, the beer's watered down, but the girls can shake 'em at the Hiphugger Lounge. Pull my flare leg pants from the top of my dingo boots. Check the rear view mirror, run my fingers through my shag hairdo. And there was something on my clip, so I hit it with my Zippo. Took the last few tokes, threw away the roach. Then I strutted in with that kind of John Travolta bounce. And things got really quiet at the Hiphugger Lounge. The Hiphugger Lounge, the Hiphugger Lounge. Those cats was all banditos at the Hiphugger Lounge. My knees were knocking, I was too scared to turn around. I thought, man, I ain't never gonna live to leave this Hiphugger Lounge. Sunshine bopped up just then, smiling pretty as could be. Told us one old great big Dido says it's alright, this one's with me. I was still trying to decide if I was just gonna die right there or run. He slapped me on my back, said, oh hell boy, we just having fun. So I dug down in my pocket, I bought everyone around, and then I backed out slow and easy from that Hiphugger Lounge. The Hiphugger Lounge, the Hiphugger Lounge. I thought I was gonna die at the Hiphugger Lounge. Now I found another place on the other side of town. I ain't never going back into the Hiphugger Lounge.